Hello students, welcome to my channel Maths with Pannu. Today I will teach you the topic of that function is increasing or decreasing. So let's start our first question. Find the intervals in which the function that is given by fx is equal to 4x cube minus 6x square minus 72x plus 30 is increasing or decreasing. So first of all, we write the function as it is, and our first step is that we take the first derivative of this function. For this, we write here 4 and the derivative of x cube is equal to 3x square, and the derivative of x square we write here 6 as it is, and the derivative of x square is 2x, and the derivative of 72x, the derivative of x is 1 and the derivative of constant term is 0. Okay, then you get the derivative 4 into 3, that is equal to 12x square, and 6 multiplied by 2 we get 12x and minus 72. Okay, now we take 12 as common term and we get x square minus x, and 12 6 are 72. Okay, now we factorize this quadratic equation and we split the middle term and we write here it's 2 factor, right? 3x and 2x because 3 2s are 6, and minus 3 plus 2 we get minus 1 here. So in this way we factorize it and we take x as our common factor and we write here x minus 3 plus 2, we take 2 common from this factor, and in this way we get our two factors, that is x minus 3 and x plus 2. Okay, now our next step is that we put f dash x is equal to 0. So we put our factors, that is x minus 3 and x plus 2 is equal to 0 because constant term cannot equal to 0. So we put x minus 3 0 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, and in this way you get x is equal to 3 and x is equal to minus 2. Okay, now we make the intervals and you can take it in this way, minus infinity to infinity, and you write here minus 2 and 3. Okay, so this is a way of making our intervals. You write here minus infinity and plus infinity, and whatever points you get you write here in your on your line and make the intervals in this way. And first of all we write minus infinity to minus 2. Okay, and our second interval is minus 2 onwards 3. Okay, and 3 to infinity. So we get our 3 intervals, and our next question is that function is increasing or decreasing on this intervals. So for checking it, I tell you the one method, that is you can check your f dash x. Okay, and if you write here f dash x is equal to 12 x minus 3 and x plus 2, you know that the sign of 12 is positive, so it does not matter. There is only two signs, x minus 3 and x plus 2 that we have to check on our intervals. So first of all, if you take your first interval, okay, minus infinity to minus 2. So you can put any value between this interval. When you see your line interval, then you can check that minus infinity to 2, you have many points, in fact infinitely points. You put here minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and so on. Okay, now we put here minus 4 in this interval. So if you put minus 4, for example, I am doing only rough work here, and minus 4 plus 2, okay, and in this way you get the sign of minus, because plus does not matter. I repeat again, you have to check only two signs within these two brackets, and minus 4 minus 3 you get minus 7, okay, and minus 4 plus 2 you get minus 2. You need not to calculate it, you only check the sign, and we have the sign of minus and minus, okay, and minus minus is plus, means you get positive sign, means greater than 0. Then we write here function is increasing at this point. Okay? And now we check on our next interval. We make the table for it in the end of the question. But now we have done a rough work. Minus 2 and minus 3. Sorry, 3. And minus 2 and 3, you can write here any point, maybe minus 1, 0, 1, 2 again. Then we write here 0. Because calculation, it make calculation very easy. And when we put 0, 0 minus 3 and 0 plus 2, okay, so then you have the sign minus and plus, and minus and plus is minus, so you have negative term. So at this interval the function is decreasing. Okay, now we take the third interval, that is 3 to infinity. And if we write here 3 to infinity in this way, and you can write here 4, 5 and so on. So if you write here the sign 4, then we write here 4 minus 3 and 4 plus 2. In this way you get both of signs positive. This is positive, so you get positive sign that is greater than 0. Okay, now you can make the table in this way. First of all, you write here intervals in this way, and sign of f dash x and nature of fx. Okay, and first interval, what is our first interval? Minus infinity to minus 2, and you can see on your rough work you get minus minus. Okay, then you write here minus minus and you get plus, means greater than 0. Then you write here the function is increasing, okay, because you get your positive sign. Now you can see in your rough work, when you take your second interval, then you get the value as minus, just 1 minute, yes, in the second interval you get minus and plus, minus plus, and you get minus, means less than 0. And for the third interval you get both of sign of plus, okay, means greater than 0. So in this way you can write here the function is decreasing, and for greater than 0 you get your function increasing, means you have your function increasing at two intervals, that is minus infinity to minus 2 and 3 to infinity, and decreasing for minus 2 and 3. So students, this is the question. I think it can take 4, 6 or 5 marks in your paper. Now we take another examples, that is fx is equal to x square minus 2x plus 7. Okay, and you can write here minus plus any of that. We take its first interval and you get your derivative, and when we put this derivative is equal to 0, 2x plus 2 is equal to 0, then you get minus 2 upon 1 by cancelling the fraction. You get x is equal to minus 1. Now you have to check that, because it is a single point, so we can't make any type of intervals, and we did not so we can check at this point that the function is increasing or decreasing. So you write here, when x is less than minus 1, you can check on your line. Minus 1 to less than, you can write here minus 2, minus 3 up to minus infinity. So if you put suppose minus 2 here, if you put minus 2, we can check it, and you get minus 4 plus 2, and you get minus 2, means you get negative sign. Okay, then we write here that the function is decreasing. You can check the sign. The function is decreasing for x less than minus 1, or you can write minus infinity to minus 1. Okay, you can make the interval, but you need not to write here. You only write here the function is decreasing for x less than minus 1. Okay, now we check it second time. When we write here x greater than minus 1, so you can check on your number line. Minus 1 again, 0, 1, 2 and so on. Then we put 0, f dash 0, and you can check it at 0. You get, obviously you get positive value. So you write here the function is increasing. The function is increasing for x greater than minus 1, or you can make the interval. But okay, so this is our questions of increasing and decreasing functions, and we will discuss its next times in my next videos. Thank you.